And now, here on AMTV, an address from Adam Martin to bring in the new year. Hi there guys, it's Adam Martin here, and, well, it's that time of year again. For the last few years I've been making these videos to go out on New Year's Eve, basically saying, hey, one year is over, here's to the next one. And as we all know, 2020 has been a year, to say the least. A lot has happened, a lot of negative stuff has happened in the world. But I just want to make this video, as I always do, to summarise where we've come this year in 2020 for the YouTube channel, and hopefully what we will be looking forward to in the future. So I want to talk about 2020 before the pandemic. I know it seems like a very lost and foreign land, but January, February, March, it was an interesting time. I'd recently started seeing a boost in views and subscribers, which was very exciting, but I actually wasn't producing that much content at the time. When I look back, I was doing my Doctor Who reviews of Series 12 as that was going out each week. I was giving you a Sunday catch-up most weekends, but a lot of the staple shows like the Now Review, the Ident Review just weren't happening. They were on a break. And then, of course, at the end of February, I started rehearsals for the new musical I was going to be a part of, No Horizon, a story about Nicholas Saunderson, and I was going to be playing the lead. It was very exciting, and we got to 2 days before our first night of performances, and then it happened. We got told we had to stop because the UK was about to embrace a nationwide lockdown. It's quite weird when I look back on it, because at the start of rehearsals at the end of February, the whole thing with the virus, you know, it was known, we were aware of it, but we didn't really think it was going to get to what it eventually did. So it was just a mixture of bad timing, but to stop the show for safety was absolutely the right decision. So then it began. I came back home and I decided to focus more on YouTube because now I had a lot more time to do so. I decided how I was going to go forward. I would make a lot more content. Originally it was going to be, say, 4, 5, maybe even 6 videos a week, and it was. But then in April that all changed when I decided that I would be uploading daily for the foreseeable future. I'd only uploaded daily once before in December of 2019 for the advent calendar style thing, so I just took it easy, you know, but a lot of great shows came to help me there. I started the Ident Review Extra, doing our big old BBC Two marathon, which lasted about 5 or 6 months, and that was really great fun to do. Arguably my favourite set of idents ever, and I got to go through and nitpick each one of them. It was quite exciting in that respect, so I'm glad that lasted as long as it did and that you guys supported it. I also brought back the main Ident Review after many of you asked. We had about a run of 14 or 15 episodes there. I sort of fell into a routine, you know, you'd have the Ident Review Extra, an Ident Review, the Now Review came back, so I started the Now Dance Marathon too, and I'd also be doing the Sunday catch-up on the regular, notching up probably the longest run of Sunday catch-up episodes I've done without really a break. And whilst routine was nice, this all culminated in probably the channel's biggest achievement so far in June, that of the achievement of reaching 10,000 subscribers. And I was over the moon. I never in my wildest dreams thought I'd reach 10,000 subscribers here on YouTube, and I have all of you guys to thank for getting me there, so from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much. And then it got me thinking, whilst routine was nice, I wanted to make something different, something a bit bigger, and in July I brought back the much loved Brief History series. But I decided to redo one of my earliest videos, and that was looking at the 5 main terrestrial channels here in the UK. Now that original video is still up from 2016, you can go and watch it, but I just thought, you know, the production was a bit low quality, I'd put no music on it, there was reverb on my voice, it was a bit shoddily edited, so I thought I can do a better job at this, and that's hopefully exactly what I did, at least that's what I thought I did. And it's still done really well with all of you guys, so again, thank you for supporting it. And from that brief history, it inspired me to do a 10,000 subscriber special, which would drop on the 1st of August. And this was another brief history, but this one was about, well, me. Well, not my life per se, you get a bit of my life, but it was more about the channel, the history of the channel from its humble beginnings in 2012 all the way up until the present day. It was a 50-minute beast. The last 5 minutes were sort of a tribute to you guys who designed a lot of custom idents for me, and I couldn't have been happier with it, and I'm glad you guys were too. I took a week's break, which was a bit weird because having done daily uploads for nearly 4 months at that point, it felt weird to stop, but it was well needed. But I came back with a vengeance, and I started making content on the daily again, even though I had no intentions to do that originally. But another few big achievements, we started the podcast in August, which was great, AMTV Radio. I've been wanting to do a podcast for some time, but it was a culmination of things. I wanted to get decent equipment, like a decent microphone, for example, and I also wanted to chat with creators and guests that I enjoyed their work, or I wanted them to share their work with other people. And I just want to say here, the season 1 was a big success for me personally, in terms of getting to speak to people I wanted to speak to for ages. And to all my podcast guests for season 1, thank you. In fact, I'm going to list them all here, and if you haven't watched those episodes, you should definitely check them out. You can watch them on YouTube or listen to them on any streaming service, or you should check out their channel and subscribe to them. So a big shout out to Philip Hawkins, Dom or Who Chaser, Alex from the Doctor Who Guide, Josh Snares, Harry's Moving Media, Beware, The Book of Laura, Ace Creeper, Council of Geeks, and Davis. You guys have all been fantastic, and hopefully I'll get to work with you all at some point in the near future. Season 2 of the podcast, just to divert, is coming. I'll explain more about that later in this video. Also, a series I'm really proud of is the Doctor Who rating series that I started, where we go through each season of the show and analyse what ratings they got, why they got those ratings, and what that meant at the time. I've always been fascinated by the rating side of things in Doctor Who, and I wanted to make that series for a long time, and I put a lot of time and effort into it. It's certainly more of my beefier videos in terms of length, and to see so many people enjoy it has really humbled me. So thank you so much, and more of that will be coming too. As the year progressed, I decided what I wanted to do for December. Was I going to do daily uploads for that as well, despite doing it for most of this year? And I said yes, why not? But I was basically crafting a lot of December's content that you've been watching in November, so 2 months worth of content in 1 month. That was very stressful. It meant a lot of late nights and a lot of editing, but I'm glad I've been able to pull it off, really. I wanted to do that for you guys, and I hope you've been enjoying it. So, 2021 is round the corner. In a general sense, we can obviously all hope it's a better year. They're already distributing vaccines for the virus, and hopefully, say, by summer next year, you'd be hopeful in thinking we'll be back to normal. Obviously, that's not a guarantee. We have no idea as of yet. We've got to wait and see. But you'd like to think we're going into 2021 with a beacon of light shining on us, and that we have some hope to look forward to. In the YouTube sense, there is going to be some major changes. The first of them being daily uploads are going to stop. And I mean that this time. I really do mean that. For several reasons. As good as daily uploading is, it does take a toll on your mental health after a while. Not because of you guys at all. It's the work strain, really. So I'm going to reduce my workload, so there's not going to be daily uploads. And I feel a lot of the longer shows on my channel, the ones that have been around the longest, will either be taking a break or stopping entirely. I already have plans with the Sunday catch-up, which by the time you see this, it'll have just aired its 93rd installment. I think when I get to 100, I think I might rest it or stop it. I mean, I've done 100 of them. I might adapt it actually, so because I love interacting with you guys via Q&A, but I might make it once a month rather than every week. I just feel that weekly format has outgrown itself now. So I think after episode 100, the Sunday catch-up will cease being a weekly thing and maybe be adapted in some way. In terms of the ident review, again, I've made 88 episodes of the ident review. And whilst, I love presentation and stuff, I have found it a bit more difficult to, find good idents that I think are worth talking about in a full video, and just finding that passion for it. I still am passionate about it, but I find editing them and working on them now feels more like an obligation rather than fun. And the last thing I think myself or any creator on this site should do is make something as an obligation. If you're doing that, then I think you need to reevaluate. So the ident review, rest assured, going into 2021 will not be returning immediately. It might return at some point, but I have no immediate plans. And that will probably be the same for the ident review extra. In terms of the Now review, now that the Now Dance journey is complete, I'm going to go back to sort of making Now review episodes on the basis of when new releases come out. I did have plans to go back through the very main numbered series, so beginning at Now 1. I might still do that, but for the time being, I'm just going to stick to whenever a new release comes out, and I'll just cover it then. I think it's fair to say, going into 2021, a lot of the content is going to be more focused around the Doctor Who side of things. And again, this is for several reasons. Through 2020, I've rediscovered my love and passion for Doctor Who. It's been one of my lifelong passions. It's a very important part of my life. And I enjoy making long-form, beefier, more analyse-y style content on Doctor Who, like the Doctor Who rating series. And I've enjoyed showing you my updated collections and stuff. And you guys have been enjoying it as well. And I've managed to make many wonderful new friends in the WhoTube space, as it were. So I want to actually dedicate the time to make that Doctor Who content I've been wanting to make for years. I've literally got ideas that I'm going to make in 2021 that I've been sitting on for 2, some of them even 3 years, just because I thought, oh, well, I don't have time or people don't want to see it. But no, 2021, at least to start with, will very much be Doctor Who focused. So in terms of the AMTV podcast, AMTV Radio, again, I've got all my guests for season 2 confirmed. It's going to be 13 episodes this season instead of 10. And at the time of this recording, I've already recorded and edited 2 episodes. Not all of them are Doctor Who related guests. In fact, the season premiere in episode 1 is not a Doctor Who related guest, but is actually one of my YouTube idols on this site. Someone I've watched for a very long time, and someone who I was honoured that they wanted to come on the podcast and chat with me. So yeah, not all Doctor Who based. I'm not the channel isn't going to become Doctor Who 100%, but the Doctor Who portion will become a greater focus because it's what I've been wanting to do for, as I say, a very, very long time now. I hope you guys understand my reasonings for it, and I hope you continue to support me and continue to stay subscribed to the channel. And, you know, if you've got friends who like Doctor Who, pass them over, pass them around. You know, let's spread the word. Overall, in 2021, I want to focus more on quality instead of quantity. I think I hope the content I've been producing this year has been quality, but I think also when you're earning money off YouTube, like I'm very fortunate to do, and with the year this has been, where money has been, you know, fairly tight to some degree, I think partly I kept daily uploading to maintain that flow, partly of income, because I thought, well, if I stop, I won't get as much income, and then that'll make things really difficult. But now that things are gradually getting back to normal, I want to say no. You can also, you know, gain income from other avenues, like from acting or whatever, but to just focus more on quality. So there'll be less videos, but hopefully the videos that do come out will be more beefy, they'll be more high quality, and hopefully something that you guys enjoy. That's really what I want to take this channel forward. I mean, we're entering it with over 11,500 subscribers, which is insane. I mean, we've essentially doubled in size this year, which is mad. In terms of a goal by the end of 2021, I would really love to get to, say, between 15 and 20,000 subscribers by the end of the year. I know that might seem a bit high, but, you know, I think it's possible. I think we can really achieve it. So, fingers crossed, we will see. Time will tell, always does. But in terms of you guys, I just want to say thank you. You've helped make this year a lot more bearable for me. 2020 has been awful from the acting side of things. I've had rarely any work. I was very lucky to have some Christmas work, but aside from that, I haven't really had anything, as many actors have. But you guys have kept me going with creating YouTube content, for watching it, for enjoying it, for giving me ideas, for interacting with you all. It's been a blast, 2020, in the YouTube sense, and I hope you're going to stick with me and continue as we grow and prosper in 2021. In the meantime, I hope you all have a very, very happy new year, and that 2021 is a brighter year for you too. If you haven't already, please do consider subscribing to the channel, leave a like on this video, and leave whatever comments you like down below. I've been Adam Martin from AMTV, and for the last time in 2020, I'll see you all next time. Well, that does bring us to the end of another day's programming, and indeed the end of 2020. Have a happy new year, and we will see you next time. Good night.